I think a lot of people debating this, but I'm gonna give you an example about what are some easy reads and what are more complex reads. And I'm telling you this because I'm seeing a lot of people debating and basically fighting of, oh, you're just reading an easy book. You need a book that is more complex. I don't give a the important thing is that you're reading. But if you want to know what is an easy book and what is a little bit more complex book, here I'm to tell you that. So let's get into it. Some examples of easy books that I have read and I have in my it's still not a library, but collection. Let's say that. The Cruel Prince. The Cruel Prince is an easy read. You don't have to think much of it. Akotar, Court of Thorn and Roses. Those are easy reads. So easy. You just want to sit, read. That's it. And the Shady Hollow series. That's also really nice, cozy, and easy read for anybody. Mystery. Those. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. They are straightforward. Yes, I have a notebook. They are straightforward. They're not running around, and they're not making you think. Probably the only ones that can make you a little bit think is what is gonna happen next, especially in The Cruel Prince and Shady Hollow. But it's not a big thing that you need to think a lot or go into this big theories. Let's say that. The sentences of these books are short or in a medium length, and they're not overloaded with descriptions. So it's again easy read. The vocabulary is not complex, are a little bit more modern and conversational. So you're reading conversations, nothing extraordinary. You have also some vocabulary words, but it's not in an extreme like you need a dictionary to know what they're saying. So that's a good thing. Let's get to the more complex. I have a funny little hair here. One of my grays. A good example for a little bit more complex reading is The Empire of the Vampire, and also we have Dracula. Yeah, they're both vampires. I love vampires. I love reading about vampires. So yeah, we're gonna use this as examples. The writing in these books are a little bit dense, more poetic, and a mix of languages. The Empire of the Vampire is a good example about this because we have a little bit of French in there, and he makes the vocabulary a little bit. And sometimes you need to get your dictionary if you don't know a little bit of French. The sentences on these books are a little bit longer, and they have metaphors and a little bit of poetic. Also, the reading is slower, demands more focus and more deep atmosphere. You need to be a little bit more focused. Sometimes in these books you have to go back, read a little bit, and then go where you was reading, because it could be a little bit more complex. So you have to go a little bit thought. Also, let's add that Dracula basically is a group of journals that we're reading, or diaries. So it's not like traditionally writing like other books. So maybe Dracula, I remember reading Dracula, and it was sometimes very confusing because you're reading different perspectives of different characters, and how I told you, there are basically diaries or journals of his characters. So yeah, you have now some examples of what are some easy readings and what are some complex readings. And this is important also for you to know if you're writing, because you need to know basically who your audience is. If you want to have a book to people just sit cozy and read it, or you want people to read a little bit of a more poetic, complex, and make you think book, or you can eventually make a mix of both. And yeah, that's it, important to know your readers and also know what you're reading and also know what you're writing. And that's my dog. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. If you awesome, please tell me what is your favorite. Hey! Tell me in the comments what you prefer to read, if it's an easy reading or a little bit more complex reading, or if you like to read both. My dog is not gonna let stop writing every. Now it's my husband. I will see you in the next video.